Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. Talking to Jeff Norris, actor, and we were talking to John during a commercial, and Jeff, it was kind of a sweet conversation. Jeff was trying to, I think help you out a little bit. It was very touching what you said. You said you would pray every night after you got drafted, that you'd have 10 years in the NFL.
Right.
And you only had 7.
Yeah.
Is that something that really messes with your head?
It does. I mean, it was a goal.
It shouldn't. I know it's a goal. I get it.
He's at the point mentally where you always going to wonder in your life, what if?
Right.
What if you had those extra 2 years?
Yeah, maybe you'd be brain dead.
What could I have done? And that's a good point. And that's something that I look at now. Like maybe I would have
there's no
chronic traumatic encephalopathy.
See what's going on.
No coincidence in life. You were meant to play that long and hook up with Artie. So I don't know what you did wrong in life.
Well, that's a good
everything's great now.
Actually, it might be.
You're being punished.
This might be
your penance. No, I shouldn't say that.
Believe me, listen. I do ruin lives. You have a promo that says it.
But your whole life, you pursue. From high school, you want to get to college ball.
Right.
Then you get to college ball, and you dream of making pro, and you feel it. You're doing things at major universities. You're blocking major guys.
Yeah.
Then you hear your name called in the draft. You must have been like I made it. I'm living a dream.
It was a surprise. It wasn't something that I planned to have happen when I was a kid in high school.
Right.
When I was a kid in high school, as a 9th grade kid, I just wanted to get good grades because my mom taught in the school district, and I'd get in trouble if I didn't get good grades. And it really is. It's kind of like, you don't have a choice in the matter. You if you're good, you get good. You work hard, like you're talking about. I mean, that work ethic that you apply now to comedy, it's really helped you.
Football never leaves you. I took it I had such a bad triple compound fracture, and I played with Coach Rich Rodriguez and stuff, and it was such a bad fracture, and it knocked me depression-wise so bad. Mm-hmm. But I used that same discipline. I got myself back to health. I went to my second love sport, which was judo. I made it all the way to the national levels with judo, and then the screws and the triple they're still in there. Yeah. And then I took that same football dedication and I put it towards comedy. And now, thank God, I'm pursuing a dream. Nothing major yet. I'm getting little parts here and there, but I'm traveling the world performing. I'm making people laugh. I'm raising money for good causes. And
and I can tell you right now, John, I appreciate you saying that, especially to me, because I'm someone who, of course, has attained every goal, and I can't relate to that at all. I can't relate to
what a scumbag.
I can't relate to disappointment. No, I know what you're saying. You gotta forget about goals. So much stuff is goal oriented. Forget about it.
I know. It's easy to say forget about it, I try to rationalize it. Yeah, so you for the rest of your life you try to rationalize it away, and like you said, I never wanted to be someone who looked back and said what could have been, what if, that kind of thing. But sometimes you don't have the luxury.
And it's not gonna. The league's never coming back. Just get over it.
Hey, you build yourself a great...
No, I think I am now.
Get over it.
It's been 8 years.
It's been enough.
I think I'm okay.
It's enough already.
Yeah, I think.
Do you still play the Madden? Do you play the Madden?
I don't.
Stop playing it.
I used to play when I first got in the league because I'd give it to myself every single down. I'd be the MVP of the league.
I'm the leading rusher right now on the Jets.
Yeah. I mean, that really. So you play it still?
Yeah, I'm the only 5'8", 202-pound running back.
There's a lot of them out there. I think, Joe McKnight's probably about 5'8", 205.
Yeah. I don't understand that. You make yourself a player?
Yeah, you could create a player.
Oh, you create a player.
Well, he didn't have to.
Yeah,
you were actually in the league.
He was already on the roster.
Yeah. Would you guys goof on guys who would play that in the league?
No, a lot of guys play it.
They played it.
Oh, yeah.
Even though they were actually players, they would pretend to be players?
Sure. Well, think about it. When you're playing the NFL, you're doing exactly what you did in college, except now you don't have homework. So that time you spend playing video games.
And you did homework in college?
I did.
You did?
I had
to, you
man.
You missed everything.
I know. And I was an English major, so I had to write papers every night.
And you even had to work. You had to work.
I did.
You had to work in college. Now, you got to be honest with me. You definitely saw athletes who did not have to.
Well, I didn't take note. I didn't notice. I didn't see what they were doing behind the dorm doors.
But you could tell probably.
When I was at Stanford, everyone did have to work.
What about Michigan?
Michigan, less so.
You're telling me, I was going to say, you're telling me you always saw, the Fab Five.
Michigan,
you saw the Fab Five studying
Jalen Rose is a really sharp guy, and I still know Jalen. Jalen did his due studying wise. But
whatever.
At Michigan, you could go to the bookstore and buy that class's notes for the entire semester right before your final. So essentially, you wouldn't have to go to class.
What do you think about it? Don't you think that's going to happen in college anyway with the computer? Don't you think eventually you just could you could learn everything that's at Harvard on a computer, right, Jeff? I mean,
I would guess. As long as you know 34 option, that's all you had to know, right? I mean,
yeah.
Like, why would that's what I mean?
Degree,
that's what I mean. But with knowledge, why would I pay someone to give me knowledge if I could just find it out right here? I can just,
Well, can you retain it though?
Yeah, that's a problem. Well, that would be a problem if you went to college too.
Yeah, I
well,
guess.
Some professors make the information more interesting and
than a screen. Yeah.
Adapt it to you and make you, facilitate learning.
Oh, so you're saying you're bringing in the talent of teaching.
Yeah, I think there's something to that.
Come on,
so you're saying there is something to the talent of teaching.
Yeah, it goes back to the whole interpersonal communication thing. Our world today is lacking in that regard. The ability to actually communicate with people is becoming a lost art.
Like, why don't I could just type in, Harvard Law and just, I can just read it.
Become a lawyer.
Yeah.
Good, go get my truck out.
What is it that... I really do feel bad about that, Jeff. Have you ever been on a talk show before where they felt so bad your car was towed that the host is willing to go to law school to get
this is the first
to try to get your car out of the...
You could go to Phoenix
This
Online.
is a constant contact.
Right now.
I'm going to go to Phoenix Online. We'll take a break. When I come back,
You'll be certified.
I will have a law degree, and I will get Jeff's car out of the pound, out of the tow pound.